Welcome back, Suicide Fantasy Football Week 15. If you're still watching, that means you won in the playoffs. Hopefully we helped you do it.
Or you got a man crush on me.
Probably not likely. This week, we're going to help you get ready for Week 15. We're going to do quarterbacks and tight ends in this video. And start out, Jim, with quarterback. If you got someone to add just for this week, you need them for your playoffs.
Sure. If you're stuck, if you've got Jay Cutler, you got a couple of these guys that are banged up, you're looking to make a move at the end. I got two guys. I'm going to let you go first. I got two guys. I think I like them just as good.
You're going to laugh at my guy. It's Chad Henne.
They killed Henne?
I'm saying Henne, dude. He's going against Miami's defense. They're not going to let him run the ball too much. He's going to have to pass. And Henne's going to want to prove to Miami why they made a mistake and didn't keep him.
I don't like it. But my first guy, I'm going with Brandon Weeden. We talked about him before. I think he's available in 65% of leagues. I think he has another good week this week. Not a great week, good solid week.
Against the Chiefs.
Against the Chiefs, it's a good matchup. And I really like Nick Foles. I think Nick Foles is kind of coming into his own. I don't think he's Andrew Luck, but I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's going to put up 300 yards and 2 touchdowns this week. I think the Eagles are going to lose, but I think he's going to have a good week.
I'm looking at it. I lied. Who did you say your first quarterback was?
Brandon Weeden.
And I told you they were playing the Chiefs, and I lied. They're not. They're playing...
The Browns are playing the Redskins, which
Sorry.
is even better.
Yeah, it's the same. Okay. All right, so who's your guy you're sitting?
I'm sitting Tony Romo. I know he's probably a good name, and he's probably your starter, but he's playing against a good Pittsburgh defense. Dez Bryant's probably going to be out. Miles Austin hasn't been that great. So I'm sitting Tony Romo.
Going out on a limb, but I like it. I'm safe. I'm sitting Fitzpatrick, who most people probably aren't playing anyway. But I'm also sitting Russell Wilson on the other side of this game. Against the Seahawks, I don't think Fitzpatrick's going to do anything, and I just don't think Russell Wilson's going to have a big game.
My drop is Alex Smith. If you're holding on to him, thinking he's going to come back, take the job back from Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick has absolutely established himself as the quarterback. Unless he gets hurt, he's keeping the job for the rest of the year.
And even if he gets hurt, you don't want Alex Smith anyway.
Well, maybe. He was okay.
In your fantasy playoffs. Are you rather going to go for a
He was solid, dude. He was putting up points. Before he got hurt, he was putting up decent...
okay points.
Yeah, okay.
I'm dropping Brady Quinn just because you told people he might be a top 10 quarterback last week. So if you listen to Jim and you picked him up...
If you listened to me and you picked him up, you didn't listen to what I said. I said, don't pick him up. But I'm just saying, I think he was going to be a top 10.
Just saying.
That was one of my 2 bad picks of last week.
All right, tight end. I got someone that I know you're not thinking about.
I got 3 people.
Oh, give me yours.
I got Clay Harbor. He's the guy coming for Brent Selleck on a concussion. He's going to be a decent pick.
Okay.
I got Jeff Cumberland. I think Jeff Cumberland has established himself as a slight weapon, the only weapon on the Jets that I would take in their receiving corps.
Okay.
And I like Tony Scheffler. I think Tony Scheffler, with Pettigrew being out, I like Tony Scheffler, and I think he's going to be the number 2 target in Detroit.
I got an out on a limb guy that you're probably going to be like, who? I like Anthony McCoy, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the Seattle Seahawks tight end. Caught 2 balls for 88 yards yesterday, and I watched him. He looked like a wide receiver playing tight end.
He is a wide receiver playing tight end.
He's a giant dude.
But they got Zach Miller out there. So.
Zach Miller didn't do anything yesterday, and McCoy showed he maybe should be a target of Russell Wilson. I'm saying if you need to pick someone up,
maybe. Go ahead.
McCoy. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Who you sitting?
Vernon Davis. So I'm picking up Anthony McCoy. I'm sitting Vernon Davis.
I'm sitting Vernon Davis too, but I'm also sitting Antonio Gates, which is 2 of the top 5 guys that you would have picked in the fantasy football tight ends before the season started. Antonio Gates just doesn't look like he has it anymore.
He looks like he got old.
Yeah.
I don't see him reaching for balls that I think he would have been able to catch in the past.
And Eric does watch people reach for balls.
I do watch people reach for balls. I know how they do it and do it well.
Nice.
He doesn't do it good.
Maybe you can call Antonio Gates and give him some ball reaching tips.
Antonio, you need to grab balls like this.
Nice. And my drops, of course you're dropping Jared Cook because he's out. But I'm dropping Vander Pettigrew. I don't think he's a productive tight end. I think he's banged up, and I think you're going to wind up playing him and getting hurt.
I usually say don't drop someone because someone else might pick him up and play him against you. Exactly. I drop Pettigrew for that reason.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we think at quarterback and tight end. We'll come back and give you running back and wide receiver, and also throw into that video special teams and kicker. Be back. Suicide Fantasy Football Week 15. Check out our game. It rocks.